Exploring the mysteries of the moon has always captivated humanity. Landing on the lunar surface was undoubtedly one of the greatest achievements in human history. Yet, while the moon may seem like a familiar companion in the night sky, there are numerous aspects that make it a subject of fascination and curiosity. The moon's origin, composition, and peculiar characteristics challenge our understanding of this celestial neighbor. In this video, we'll delve into some of the intriguing findings and theories about the moon, including those proposed by visionary entrepreneur Elon Musk. The moon, a constant presence in our night sky, is often taken for granted. It's easy to assume that moons are a common feature of many planets in the universe, and they have existed for eons. However, the origin of the moon is a question that has intrigued scientists for years. Did it form when a large piece of Earth went into orbit around the Sun? The moon is actually older than Earth, which seems to contradict this idea. So, where did the moon come from? Elon Musk, the innovative entrepreneur known for his work in space exploration, challenges our conventional understanding of the moon. He suggests that we might be missing crucial pieces of the lunar puzzle. There are several unusual characteristics of the moon that have puzzled scientists. One of the most interesting aspects is the presence of various elements and compounds that are not found naturally on Earth. These include brass, mica, uranium-236, and neptunium-237. Additionally, moon rocks have been found to have significantly more titanium than rocks of similar size on Earth. Another intriguing feature of the moon is its nearly perfect circular orbit around Earth, which is unusual in the context of celestial bodies. Most objects in space follow elliptical paths, making the moon's orbit a unique phenomenon. Moreover, the moon rotates on its axis in such a way that the same side always faces Earth, a phenomenon known as synchronous rotation. This means we never get to see the dark side of the moon. The moon's curious composition adds to its enigma. It's widely believed to be hollow, or at least have a very low-density core. The idea of a hollow moon gained attention when, during the Apollo 12 mission in 1969, NASA intentionally crashed the lunar module into the moon. Surprisingly, the moon rang like a bell for almost 30 minutes. This unusual resonance suggests that the moon is far from being a cold, dead celestial body. According to many scientists, the moon's peculiar characteristics might be explained by a hypothesis called the giant impact hypothesis. This theory suggests that the moon was formed as a result of a colossal collision between Earth and another planet-sized object called Theia. The impact would have ejected a significant amount of material from Earth into space, which later coalesced to form the moon. However, a major challenge with this hypothesis was the composition of lunar rocks brought back by astronauts. They closely resembled Earth's rocks, raising questions about how Earth's material could dominate the moon's composition. A breakthrough in understanding the moon's origin came when scientists considered the timing of the collision between Earth and Theia. If this collision occurred only about 50 million years after the birth of the Sun, Earth would have been in a molten state, while Theia could have been a solid object. This scenario could explain why Earth's material dominates the moon's composition. This new theory proposes that the collision with Theia heated Earth's molten surface, causing it to expand and some of it to be expelled into space, creating the moon. This accounts for the similarity in composition between the Earth and the moon's rocks. Moonquakes are another intriguing phenomenon. While Earth's quakes are caused by tectonic plate movements, the moon lacks tectonic plates. Instead, the moon experiences moonquakes due to the cooling and contracting of its crust, combined with gravitational stresses. Moonquakes as large as magnitude 5 on the Richter scale have been observed. On the surface of the moon, there are features known as thrust faults or scarps. These are cliffs or stair-shaped ridges, up to several yards in height and several miles in length. These features are thought to result from the moon's cooling and contracting crust, creating wrinkles on its surface. Recent discoveries have also highlighted the potential presence of water on the moon. Scientists have found signs of water ice in permanently shadowed regions at the lunar poles. These regions never receive direct sunlight and have been dark and cold for billions of years, making them ideal locations for preserving water ice. In fact, the discovery of water on the moon is of significant interest for future lunar exploration. Water could be used as drinking water, for sustaining life, and even for generating rocket fuel. The idea is that mining the lunar water ice could provide valuable resources for future missions. Chinese missions, such as Chang'e 5, have brought back lunar samples, including glass beads that contained water. These glass beads, which were formed in the extreme heat of space rock impacts, could hold valuable water resources for future lunar activities. The study of lunar glass beads has provided insights into how water can be trapped and preserved on the Moon. It is believed that these beads continuously produce water when exposed to solar winds carrying hydrogen, which would accumulate and eventually turn into ice on the Moon's surface. Understanding the distribution of ice on the Moon is essential for future lunar exploration, including the establishment of lunar bases. These findings suggest that there may be accessible sources of water on the Moon, although retrieving it might require advanced technology. Additionally, there is potential water ice located in the billions or trillions of impact beads on the Moon's surface. While mining this water remains a challenge, it is an exciting prospect for the sustainability of future lunar missions. The Moon's most intriguing regions are found in its permanently shadowed zones. These regions, particularly at the lunar poles, have never received direct sunlight and have been dark and cold for billions of years. Scientists believe that these regions might contain substantial amounts of water ice. NASA plans to return astronauts to the Moon by the end of 2025, with a focus on the lunar South Pole. There, they hope to explore craters that may contain vast reserves of frozen water, a critical resource for future lunar missions. The Moon continues to surprise us with its mysteries and unique characteristics. From its potential origin in a giant collision with Earth to the discovery of water ice in its shadowy regions, the Moon is a world full of surprises and untapped resources. As humanity looks to return to the Moon, the enigmatic lunar surface offers a wealth of opportunities for exploration, research, and potentially even the establishment of a sustainable presence on our celestial neighbor. Now that we've explored some of the Moon's fascinating mysteries and its potential as a resource for future lunar missions, what aspect of the Moon intrigues you the most? Is it its mysterious origin, the presence of unusual elements, its unique orbit, or the promise of water resources? Share your insights and opinions. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting updates about lunar discoveries and the future of space exploration. Remember, as we venture into the universe, the sky is not the limit. It's just the beginning. Keep looking up.